What is going on, Guardians? QBZ back for another Destiny 2 discussion video. As we're looking forward to going into Shadowkeep, I'm going to let you guys know how to expect that content delivery and what are the good and the bad things with Bungie approaching this kind of annual pass style. So let's get right into it. So with the coming of Shadowkeep, everything's going to mostly revolve around the seasons. With the initial Shadowkeep launch, it's going to be our primary DLC for the year, and Bungie's going with kind of a hybrid model that everybody knows now of delivering content where there'll be seasons and there'll be a main focus for each one of those seasons. We don't actually know how beefy some of these seasons are going to be. Hopefully it's not too thin and it actually invites the player to come back and play more, but gone are the traditional delivery models of DLC that we can expect and like that we've expected previously within the Destiny franchise. There was not going to be any kind of expansions in the fall, the winter, not the fall, but the winter and the spring, but we're going to expect more live events and kind of catered trickle out of content that we've seen with the annual pass. Now, going into this, I kind of really do like the annual pass style delivery of content. You have a set date for knowing when you're actually going to be able to experience things. You also know that it's going to have a specific end, but you aren't tied to things like campaign missions, where it's mostly taking up resources that players aren't going to do outside of just running daily missions to get their light up and not run anymore. So I really do appreciate that aspect of the current model and the model that is to come. Also, we have to look forward to some of those bad sides as well. So to go ahead and get into discussion, let's discuss some of the bad sides with this type of content model that we're actually going to get from Bungie. The first bad thing that actually comes to mind for me is that if the content's actually bad, you don't have much to look forward to, aka Season of the Drifter. If we end up with another Season of the Drifter, the only good thing about it is not going to be around for very long. But then you start to think about the possibilities of what you're going to miss out on. I know there are some players who would rather have regular old DLC content besides Season of the Drifter. Season of the Drifter was not good at all. It was too focused on Gambit. Reckoning wasn't balanced properly. You could kind of tell, even looking at the content map or the content schedule too, that Drifter was probably going to be the weakest season of them all. And when you only have that season and the content that's within it to look forward to, you kind of have to be like, man, am I going to have to figure out what I'm going to play besides Destiny during this time of Season of the Drifter? Personally, I was one of those people who decided, I'm going to go play another game. I literally went and grinded the heck out of the Division and Warframe. And hopefully we don't experience that again, but that is a real possibility that we have to look forward to with this current delivery model that we're going to get. Since we're not going to get traditional DLC with the campaign missions and strikes and stuff like that, we're going to have to think about how we handle these things, handle these expectations in the future with Bungie, especially when we think back. It's like, man, we didn't get any good strikes or anything out of this. Like, what else do we actually have to look forward to with this seasonal delivery model? So that's the primary thing that's going to go on. So we're going to be primarily worried about, man, is this content actually going good? But the good thing is that content's not actually going to stick around the entire time. But that's also another bad thing. So the other bad thing too is just content's really, really good and enjoyable. It's going away. It's going to go away. At least with the current annual pass model, you can do everything in the current annual pass if you enjoy it. There might not be every single player in the game who would want to be doing that. The populations might be low. If you love running forges, I don't know who you are, you're probably high, but you could run forges as much as you want to. You're not limited by that FOMO. You're not limited by that time frame of doing a specific event during a season, aka what we're going to expect with the Vex invasions. We already know it's going to be gone by December 11th. So that is the one thing that players have to not really look forward to, is that, man, I really enjoyed this content, but oh my god, it is about to leave. And then you have the, not necessarily anxiety, because I don't want to raise it to the level of somebody's actual medical condition, But you have this worry that, like, man, this was really good. Will they be able to deliver on something in the same manner or the same viability or the same fun as you're having what you have right now? That's like one of the biggest fears with humanity, is going to go to something new and it's not going to work out. And you definitely don't want that to happen. And the last bad thing I would say that comes from this delivery model is that we're going to hope that we get as much fun content to do that'll keep bringing us back. If we don't get that fun content, if we don't actually have that expectation for great things like getting new strike missions, getting new regular missions, getting even a tiny campaign done within a season that moves the narrative forward and isn't just something, aka throw balls at a giant object in the middle and don't die, that's something that the player also has to worry about too. So to basically encompass all of this, so I don't have a video that's running for too long, we have to worry about expectations that the player has. Is this player's expectations are going to be met? Is the player's expectations for the future also going to be met? Now we're going to finally get into the good. I usually try to start off with the good and then go into the bad, but that's not the way my brain was working today. So the primarily good thing about this model of content is that it actually forces Bungie themselves to actually deliver great content. Bungie has to sell this DLC model that's not really sold in any other way on a console. I think PC might be, but this is kind of like a subscription model and they're delivering content to us this way. Bungie has a lot to sell us on this, so they're gonna be on their top game. Bungie is going to bring the fire. Now, Bungie is really good on predicting what players really like recently, so that's one of the few things we have going for us. It's still a scary thought though. Also, with this content delivery system that they have right now, if they find that there's a problem with something, they can deliver, they can move stuff around as long as it's within the season, is for my most recent understanding. So Bungie has a lot more flexibility too, hence why Shadowkeep got pushed back 2 more weeks so they could put more polish on it. With this kind of model that they're delivering now, if they find that there's a problem with something, they can adjust quickly, maybe not their patches like with sandboxes, but they can adjust quickly and allow themselves to deliver the best content in the best manner for the player. Now, we are going to get some new strikes, I believe, with 1 or 2 seasons. We're going to get some new campaign style, like tiny missions, not necessarily like huge missions, I'd imagine, but we're going to get some kind of missions within each of these seasons. We'll have new rewards, we'll have new armors to chase, we'll have new activities to play. And if Bungie can actually deliver on those things and deliver AAA quality all throughout the year that players have to look forward to, it's definitely going to be a model that you'll see a lot of other companies imitate. So guys, let me know what you think down below. Of course, this is an open discussion. We want you guys out here responding as well. Thank you for coming and taking a look at this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to do the usual, like, comment, and subscribe if only you see fit. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Catch you later.